Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. How y'all doing? How's your day going? And if you're just starting, how was your night? In case you don't know this yet, I'm Praise and you're tuned into Creepypasta with Praise. Finally! Oh my gosh, it's been weeks since we did a Creepypasta with Praise season episode. I don't know. But today we are going to be looking into a true crime. The story of Nevada Tan. Okay, so this story takes place in the city of Sasebo town. Before I get forward, let me just put a quick disclaimer. I do not speak Japanese. I do not know how to pronounce their names, so there's going to be a lot of mispronunciation here. So just bear with me. If you want to teach me the language, feel free to DM me. Anyways, this story takes place in the city of Sasebo town on the 1st of June 2004. Natsumi Suji, born November 21st, 1992, was a very normal little girl. She was interested in basketball, had excellent grades. She had an IQ of 140. This whole fiasco started when Natsumi's grades started to drop, and her mom, just like every other sensible mother, restricted her activities to allow her more time to study. But guess what? Natsumi did instead. She began binging horror movies. This seems to be like a basic theme for most of all these serial killers, especially the ones who are really young. A movie people highlight in like relation to the case of this Nevada Tan is the Japanese movie Battle Royale. It's basically Squid Game. Like, I've not watched it, but I read like articles about the movie, and it's just very similar to Squid Game for those of you who have watched it. She became obsessed with violence and even created a website in relation to that. And then there is Satomi Mitaria. Wow, herself and Natsumi were really close friends. This was until they had a little dispute which started between the two of them. Just like every other social media conflict today, Satomi had been leaving mean comments about Natsumi, mostly attacking her body, her weight, which is really disgusting, by the way. As any normal person would, Natsumi demanded an apology, which she rightfully deserved. But she obviously didn't get it, considering the way this still played out. The anger started to play out. She started acting up, hated everyone, still obsessing over her blog and her whole horror lifestyle. She started watching Monday Mystery Theater. This will later play out in the story. In the Monday Mystery Theater, they tended to make use of box cutters a lot, so Natsumi managed to lay her hands on one of them and began using it to threaten her peers. Wow. Fast forward to June 1st, the day of the murder. I think it was a picture day. The whole class is gathered in the schoolyard when Natsume leads Satomi to an empty classroom to show her something, quote unquote. This is when Natsumi attacks her and slits her throat. Once Satomi is finally dead, Natsumi returns to the rest of the class, covered in blood. Obviously concerned, people approach her thinking like maybe she hurt herself or she was injured or something, because no one would think that a 13-year-old killed someone just now. Oh my gosh. The police are then called. Okay, no. So when people like approach her, she's like, quote unquote, "This is not my blood." So they call the police, and the news of Satomi's death is announced to her family. Where does this whole Nevada Tan come from? Well, at the time of the murder, Natsumi was putting on a Nevada sweatshirt, and since she was underage, her identity was to be kept secret, which I honestly don't know how we found out about her name. I don't even know if this is her legit name. This is the name I got from the article I was using, and if you search the name, it's her pictures, or at least pictures that are relating to her that usually come up. But as at the time of the case, her identity was to be kept secret. Now I think she should be like 20 something, or God knows how old. When Natsumi was arrested initially, she was silent and refused to talk until the next day when she finally told them everything. This became an international sensation. People dressed up like her and just became crazy fans. Natsumi was institutionalized up until 2008 when she was then placed under house arrest. She was then released in 2013 and disappeared from society with her father. I always get fascinated when I read about mothers of children that I actually fear for what the future is going to become. Anyways, this is the short story of Nevada Tan, aka Sasobe slashing. Keep your child safe. Try not to be too restrictive because house torture can it really affect them. And most importantly of all, try to form a good relationship with your child so they'll feel comfortable talking to you. Anyways, guys, that's the video for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.